90 Day. The single-life star Natalie Mordovtseva's fame has gone to her head, and she's developed a superiority complex that lead to her downfall. Natalie from Ukraine has been in the franchise for several years now, since her debut in 90 Day Fiancé Season 7 with Mike Youngquist. Natalie shamelessly came to the US on a K-1 visa despite having called off their engagement. Mike almost canceled their wedding, but decided to give Natalie another chance just for her to dump him in a few months so she could follow her acting and modeling dreams. Natalie's always wanted to make it big in Hollywood. She started dating Josh Weinstein because he was the CEO of a modeling agency. It looked like Josh was using Natalie to promote his own business on the show, but Natalie started demanding things from him. She demanded attention, and her many meltdowns on the show prove that she thinks the world revolves around Natalie. In her head, Natalie wants the best of both worlds, and she thinks it would be a privilege for any man to be with her. However, Natalie doesn't realize that her entire personality is off-putting. Natalie bragged about her acting career in Ukraine. Natalie compared herself to Johnny Depp. Mike used to think Natalie was out of his league when they met. Natalie had studied journalism and psychology, but pursued a career in acting and modeling instead. Clips of the 90 Day Fiancé stars acting in various crime-themed TV shows have been unearthed and posted online. However, Natalie seemed to believe she was a world-famous star and even compared herself to Johnny Depp. Mike's mother, Trish Youngquist, suggested Natalie could make good money by working as an interpreter. She told Natalie how she could stay at home and work via video chat. Natalie was confused about why Trish wanted her to be an interpreter. However, Natalie wanted to work on her dreams. She didn't think she needed to go to Hollywood, but she said she was worthy of working in TV channels in Seattle. Natalie said to the cameras she had worked on more than 10 movies, and Trish dismissed her hard work as bull asterisk 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 asterisk. She added, "Tell it to Johnny Depp it's not work," or to, "I don't know," to some other stars. Natalie already thought of herself as a star because she was an attractive woman. Natalie calls herself a goddess. Natalie wants men to worship her. Natalie had career goals she wanted to fulfill. She never wanted to be a wife. However, Natalie also overestimated her talent. Instead of being humble about the skills she had, Natalie thought of herself as someone better than everyone else. Natalie even referred to herself as a goddess during one of her interviews. Having unrealistic expectations became her personality trait. Especially after she moved to the US, she didn't hesitate while complaining about Mike being a drunk, low-class man who had a low IQ, while expecting him and even fans to worship her. Natalie expected Mike to give her a baby after she dumped him. Mike wanted to move on. Natalie had been in 2 failed marriages before meeting Mike. She left her second husband after 5 years because he had no interest in having kids with her. Natalie was worried about her biological clock ticking away. She had requested a baby from Mike even before she'd had her visa approved. Mike had a $30,000 loan to pay off after having purchased his family's Christmas tree farm. He told Natalie their main concern at the time was for her to get to the US and get their feet on the ground. Natalie was not a fan of Mike's wrong answer because he wanted to have a baby with Mike right now. She wasn't considering Mike's request, and he too had not told her about his debt. However, Natalie forgot all about getting pregnant when she came to the US. All she wanted to do was dump him and move to a city to start her acting and modeling career. Natalie sensed red flags in Josh when he told her he'd had 2 kids with 2 different partners and didn't want any more children. Natalie went to a fertility center. There, Natalie realized she wanted to make babies with someone she had feelings for. She approached Mike, who was shocked that Natalie, who was in a relationship with Josh while still being married to Mike, wanted a baby with him. She was already using Mike to get a green card and now wanted him to have a child with her. She selfishly didn't want Mike to move on while she was getting her new California life funded by Josh. Natalie was still disrespectful towards Mike and planned to use and throw him whenever she desired. Natalie is refusing to divorce Mike. Natalie doesn't want to get deported. Mike had decided he wanted to divorce Natalie on the single life itself. Natalie had already moved on from Mike and had met Josh but couldn't decide if she wanted him or Mike. When Mike declared he would divorce her, Natalie made a big deal out of it. It appears Mike was able to hold off the divorce for another year or so, but took a major decision during the 90-day, the Single Life Season 4 tell-all. Mike made Debbie Johnson serve Natalie divorce papers when the Ukrainian woman was least expecting it. Considering the Single Life tell-all may have been filmed sometime in 2023, a year later, Natalie has still not divorced Mike. In July, 90-day Fiancé blogger Shabuti received a message from a fan who bumped into Mike in Cancun. The fan took a photo with Mike in Mexico and also asked him about his life. Mike was there on vacation with his new girlfriend, Sarah Rose, according to his own Instagram stories. He informed the fan that Natalie was still not ready to sign the divorce papers because she didn't want to be sent back to her country. Natalie is making Josh pay for everything. Is Natalie using Josh for his money? Natalie moved to California in the Single Life Season 4 to be close to Josh. She also got her mother there to live with her and expected Josh to get her a car, pay for her apartment, and find her a job when Josh wasn't even interested in dating Natalie. Even after she broke up with Josh for not giving her a baby, she was back with him during the tell-all. The cast called Josh Natalie's sugar daddy. She didn't mind that she was only getting money out of the relationship and Josh was never going to marry her. Natalie had a meltdown at Nordstrom Rack. Why is Natalie being rude to the show's viewers? While Natalie continues to live in California off Josh's money, her ego hasn't even come down a notch. Natalie still thinks she's the greatest gift to humankind and better than everyone who watches the show. In October, Shabuti shared a fan's message about them meeting Natalie at Nordstrom Rack in Long Beach, California. The fan claimed Natalie told them, "I don't know you. Don't talk to me, and so what? And so what if you watch the show?" and started going off on them while having a meltdown in the middle of the store.